If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new album in the description. We just got word from Lil Durk that a new album is coming very soon, and in this video, I wanted to go over the announcement of this new album, what we know about this thing so far, how long we've been knowing about this, and what we can learn from the stuff that he's been doing in the recent past. So let's jump straight into this. So the post that everybody is talking about is on his Instagram. He posted a couple of pictures of himself flexing his money and watches and all that, and he's wearing a 7220 or 7220, however he says it, hat, so we know that something is going on within that theme. And also, when you look at the caption, that is really what was interesting. It says 7220, my granny address, the house it all started in, album done. So here he confirms that his new album called 7220 is done and will probably come out in the very near future. This only makes sense. He's riding high of, the success of his, first of all, his Drake feature, Laugh Now, Cry Later, then also his collaborative effort with Lil Baby, The Voice of the Heroes. He dropped The Voice a couple of months before that, which was an amazing album, and he's just really been reviving his career, and I think that's a prime example of somebody reviving his career. So shout out to Durk for really coming through in the last 3 years and making a name for himself again, and dropping this new solo album will only boost his success and commercial, respect and all that even further. Now, we've been knowing about this album and also the title for some time now. I'm not, quite sure exactly to when this dates back. We once got this picture on his Instagram that already said, 7220 coming soon, The Voice in album mode. I think this was after The Voice of the Heroes dropped, and we could see, a track list, but it was covered up by the stuff that he was writing in his story. So we know that he was working on this for quite a bit. Also, when you look at the different leaks and unreleased stuff that we have from this album, they all date back months into the past. So this was something that we've been knowing about. It's not like he just announced a brand new album, but we knew that at least this was coming at some point. Now, he's also been vocal on social media about this. For example, he got he did the same day he also posted that picture. He tweeted 7220 on his Twitter, so he's trying to really promote this thing now and get the name out there, get people talking about this album, just something that you usually do when you announce a new album, obviously. Now, also, two people have already heard this, at least that we know of. 2C's one of them. He said, the stuff Smirk played for me last night was fire. So we know, at least 2C likes it. Polo G also got played the album. He said, Smirk played me his album last night, and I got some fire stuff on there, real crack. So Polo G also seems to like it. The two of them might be, a possible feature on here. Polo G is likely someone he will collaborate with again. I can also see a Lil Baby on here. Obviously, the two of them have been really close over the past year, doing a tour together, doing that album together, and just having always been this duo, The Voice and the Hero. The two were on that DJ Khaled song, for example, on Sharing Locations. So it's always a double pack that Lil Baby and Lil Durk come in nowadays, which I do really enjoy. Y'all know that I was predicting that combo even before The Voice of the Heroes got announced, and I was like, yo, if these two made a record together, it'd be amazing. And then they announced The Voice of the Heroes, and shit just went down from there. So I'm really happy about Lil Durk dropping a new album. Obviously, he's also been trying to get his name back out there just in terms of music releases. He's released 2 singles in the recent past. One of them was Piss Me Off, that did pretty well. Another one was Lion Eyes, that I liked a little bit better. Then he also did that Morgan Wallen collaboration, Broadway Girls, that got really some mainstream attention, and that song is really doing pretty well so far, which I was surprised by, and I thought that combination was also very unusual and surprising, but it did surprise me positively. I did like Durkio's part on there, and I did like the way that people conceive this record. The most recent endeavor musically for him was that Gucci Mane feature for Rumors. It just dropped a couple of days ago. Just another attempt or another way of getting his name in the conversation again, getting some streams up on his streaming services. So this is all kind of rolling out slowly, and we've kind of been seeing how this all works together over the past couple of things that he did leading up to a album release. We don't know any more about this album. As I said in that picture that we got on his Instagram, it already had a track list on there, but we just couldn't see it because he covered it up, obviously doing that intentionally. But it, likely, as I said, a couple of features you would already expect. I could see a Drake feature on here, to be honest, but I'm not entirely sure about that, obviously. We also don't know anything about the cover art, also not anything about the release date, but as I said, I really see this releasing very soon. I think it would make sense for him to release it, you know, even before spring starts. I'm guessing sometime in February, especially if he's now announcing that the album is done. Then, you know, you don't do that and then not drop for like 2 months. I think this is coming out in February, if not in early March. That would just make the most sense for me. Lil Durk is in like a really good position in his career right now. He's like stable. He just, you know, got engaged to India. So his life seems to be going pretty well. And I like that he's also still working on some solo stuff, hopefully documenting some of the stuff that's been happening over the past couple of months for him in his music. I would really like to see that. Also, as I said, Lil Durk is an amazing example of someone who revived his career, because nowadays Durkio is just known for the stuff that he's done over the past 3 years. But you know, his career in discography goes way back in like the early 2010s, and then ever since like 2013 it just kind of, you know, ebbed down until 2018, 2019 again, when he really started, you know, applying pressure again and wanting to make the most out of his rap career, which definitely succeeded. And we can see that, especially that Drake feature definitely gave him a huge boost, and nobody can deny that. So shout out to Durk for really being out here reviving his own career and making something out of himself, not just giving up on failed, or not a failed. This dude was doing really well before that. I mean, this ain't what you want when big and all that. But still, someone who wasn't like always in the top tiers to now being one of the voices of the young generation in hip-hop. So shout out to Durk, really one of my favorite rappers nowadays, especially in that combination, Lil Baby, Lil Durk, as I just said. And to kind of sum it up, just announced a new album, 7220. That was his grandmother's address where it all started, probably where he started recording. It's dropping sometime soon. As I said, I'm guessing February. We don't know anything about the track list yet, but go check out some of the rumors, some of the leaks, the unreleased stuff on YouTube. It's everywhere. We got a lot of leaks for this stuff, because Durkio is obviously someone that works like that just has a lot of unreleased leaks and stuff like that, that people pick up on in different Instagram stories and all that. So go check some of them out if you want, but if not, just wait until he officially announced the release date. I'll be sure to make a video on that, so stay subscribed if you want to always stay up to date with Durkio and his new album, 7220. So yeah, all the stuff that I obviously said about his career is just my opinion, though. Now I want to know what you think about this. What do you think about this new album? What tracks and features and just general themes or styles do you think we'll see on here? And especially, when do you think this is dropping? Do you agree with my theory, or what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.